I picked up one of those Roku SEs on Black Friday at Walmart, and I needed some way to mount it to the TV, so this is kind of what I came up with. I started with a leftover piece of scrap plastic that I had laying around, and I drew up a what I thought would work as a mount and decided to try to route it out with my router. It was a real brittle piece of old plastic, but it seemed to machine pretty good. I just may have to slow down the feed on it the next time I try to machine something. It only took about 2 minutes to route out, but the one thing I did notice on it was all the plastic chips that came out were very staticky and just kind of stuck to the table. I was pretty happy with how it came out. I did have one little problem with it where it was a little bit brittle, and I think I was taking too aggressive a cut, and I had a corner chip off on it. Yeah, the piece of plastic was laying around for probably about 15 years or so. So the peel off backing on it to protect it just was not that easy to get off, and I had to work at that for a while just to peel that stuff off. It's just kind of amazing how quick and easy it is to machine out parts like this, having the CNC router. You can see the corner that chipped out there. I guess I'm going to have to be a little more careful on my feeds and speeds when routing the next one. I kind of just fixed it by sanding a couple of 45 degrees, and the chip out disappeared. Next, I just put a couple of cabinet door bumpers on there so that it wouldn't scratch up the finish on the Roku when I slid it in place. Yeah, the bracket actually worked out really good with the Roku. You can slide it in from the back and it holds it firmly in place. And with it being clear plastic, it shouldn't show up too bad once it's double-sided taped to the TV. It came out being a nice snug fit once it slid in there, so I guess I got pretty lucky with my measurements. Next I took and I put a couple of strips of double-sided tape on the front side of the bracket that I would just kind of adhere it to the back of the TV with. I put one of those post-it notes on the center of the TV to mark that, and then I just peeled off the backing on the tape and held it in place and slowly slid it forward until the double-sided tape stuck to the back of the TV. The double-sided tape seemed to work out pretty good, and it stuck really nice. So I'm hoping that heat or time won't affect it, but only time will tell on that. It's really kind of hard to see it actually where it's mounted up on top of the TV, and that little unit works out pretty good. For the $25 I spent on the unit on Black Friday, I've saved more than that in not having to rent a cable box from Time Warner TV. I just use the Roku app and get all my channels. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.